Okay, so let's start. So hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions, and this is the live webinar for the EDMCS application. And in the series of the live webinars for this application, that is EDMCS application, that today's in our today's topic we are going to discuss what is we are working with request. So we will discuss what are request, and we will also discuss that how we can request data load file. Okay, and how we can load various types of metadata using the file, and that file basically like any CSV file we will use in that. Okay, so let's start. So working with a request, first I will tell you that I will tell you what is working with views. So in Oracle EDMCS, that is Oracle Enterprise Data Management Cloud, all changes to data are made by using requests. Okay, so like suppose you want to do certain changes or you want to perform certain actions, and you can see in the slide also that in the bottom section you can see that we can, if you want to perform certain actions like or we want to perform certain requests that are add, insert, move, reorder, remove and delete nodes, or and top node, insert top nodes, these kind of if certain action we want to perform, then we have to raise a new request. Okay, so without raising any request we cannot perform, we cannot modify any certain changes to the metadata. Okay, so request can be user generated or system generated by using subscription. So as you know that we have two types of requests. Basically we have interactive and we have subscription based. So in interactive we have like manual sort of changes. We make the request and we manually change the modification, and in the subscription based, whatever the necessary changes are made in the source application, it will automatically redirect or make the changes in the target application as well. Okay, and they can perform across hierarchies within a single application or across various application, depending on how you structure the view in which the request is made. So we have to set accordingly to whom we want to subscribe in the target application. Okay, so that was it for the views. And about request, yeah, so there are three ways to, like I was just told you that we have interactive and subscription based, and your third one is the loaded from file. We can also like raise a request, and then we can manually, like we can just upload a simple file in which we can make the further changes. So yeah, so whether you make changes interactively through a subscription or by using a load file, all proposed changes are visualized in the viewpoints where you are making the changes. So in viewpoint you will see the particular required changes or loading the file. Changes are visible in unique colors. I will show you that also, and again, so that you can see which part of the hierarchy or list were changed and what areas may be affected by the change, so that you can also see. Then we have the request types and process flow. There are two types of requests: interactive request and created manually by users. Okay, so request, and we have subscription requests are generally generated from the subscription. So we are just like particularly viewing the slide, and we will also do the practical how we will see that what are requests and how we can, what it looks like, and how we can make some changes in the metadata using the load file also. So first is subscription request process flow. So the process flow for working with requests that were created by subscription is subscribe a target viewpoint. And if you have any certain doubts, you can also refer our previous videos, like we on the working of subscription. You can check that in a deep in a very deep illustrative manner. I have like showed in that particular video. And when a change is committed in the source request, the subscription assignee receives a notification. So basically in subscription we have auto submit, and we have like non-auto submit sort of like settings and features. So in the submit we don't certainly see any notification. And in non-auto submit, our request notification will go to the particular assignee, and then he will submit the request. So these two types of available features for the subscription we have. Okay, and at the third point, we have review changes to the viewpoint in a subscription request. So the assignee will check the request. Each change received through a subscription is associated with an item in the request and is visualized using icon and colors, and see visualizing a request changes. And then the person can add comments to the request, submit the request, and view completed request also. And he can also go back to the request, and he can work on further more requests. Okay, now we have the request actions. So as soon as you click on new request, you get a set of you get the screen like this, that you have actions, and within the particular node you find the three dots. On the three dots you can find these sort of options, like you can add child, you can add sibling, you can copy, you can insert here, move here, okay, remove, delete. We will also discuss these in a more expanded manner. And yeah, so for the visualization, I was just talking about that, how you will see the icons and color. So icons, you can see that we have list of icons and we have list of color, and we have for the meaning, we have the meaning also, like link to that. So for the plus icon, that is in green color, you have that node is added, and for the arrow going towards the right, it is like green color, and it means that a node is inserted. So the difference between add and insert is that whenever we add, so add is particularly a new node is adding, and insert is that which is already present in the hierarchy and now it is inserted to a different parent. So that is like insert node. And we have red for the removed icon, and we have delete option also, we have moved also, we have reorder also, and we have like property update icon also. Okay, so how we can add a top node? You can see that we have a plus icon just at the top of the hierarchy, you can see that, and you have a top node option. Okay, then we have then we have using inherited properties. So basically properties can be inherited, and you have to create a request, then the value property for the node parent, and submit the request, then you will get the property. So whatever ancestor have the property, it will automatically set for the descendants. Okay, so you can see that the particular example here. Okay, and overriding inherit property, you can also override that also. Then we have validating or deleting request. So validating and deleting a request, so that every time you make certain changes, okay, you have to validate. If you want to you see that validation required, you can validate also, but it's recommended that you should always validate the particular changes and in the request. And then if you want to delete, you can also delete that. Okay, and then we have the drag and drop option. That is a basic basically we all the traditional way to make the changes, that is drag and drop. Okay, and for drag and drop, basically we have to define the node type converter. If you have different applications and there is different node set and different hierarchy set and different node types, then we have to we have node type converter for that. And here's a insert option. So from different viewpoints, we can insert any sort of nodes and children and nodes in descendant and bottom nodes also. And then we have insert here menu. So in insert here menu, that is all about the insertion that that you want from particular hierarchy to insert any node. So that is all about, and we will all see that in practical also. So yeah, in here insertion menu, you have to select the particular viewpoint. You can see that in the screen, and then we can choose the particular node accordingly. Okay, and removing a node. So suppose we have a node that is employee A, and it is present in 4 hierarchies, in 4 parents. You can say that one is manager Z, location Y, project R, and project X. So employee is present in all of the projects, like all of the parents. But suppose I want that employee A which was working on project R is now removing. We are removing the particular employee. So how we can remove the particular employee from the hierarchy? But we want that he should not get removed from any other parent. So we use the remove function, so that within the particular hierarchy only the employee A will be removed from the particular hierarchy, not from other hierarchies. So for that reason we use the remove function. And then we have deleting a node. So if we select deleting a node, then from every hierarchy the particular node will get vanished. It will not you will not able to see that in further. Okay, then we are making changes using a load file, that we will also discuss that how we can make the changes in the load request items, and how we can make the we can use the certain action. So action codes are basically like whatever I will show you that also, that we can use add function, we can use the code as insert, we can update the property. So whatever we have discussed in the visualization, that icons, we have all the icons for add, remove, insert, that we can use through the load file with the help of action code. Okay, then we have request load file. That was I was just talking about, that action code. We can use add action code, or insert, or update property, various types of action codes we have. Okay, so for add, we know that for add we like uniquely add a new node in the hierarchy or in the list, and with the update we use for the updation. Then we have the insert, and for insert we know that it belongs to some other property, another hierarchy, and it is now coming in the different hierarchy. But yeah, it will be present in both of the hierarchies. It is not like getting removed from the previous one and now adding to the another one or the new hierarchy. Okay, then we have attaching a file to a request. I will also show you that. So let's I guess go to the application and do the practical part. And we have submitting a request also, validating request, and working with request validation issues. Okay, so that is like a more sort of validation part. Okay, so today we are only concerned with the request, with the load file and the request items. So we'll see that. And we have inspect option also, we have approving option also, so that we will discuss in the further sessions. And we have assessing requests from the home page. You can assess all of the requests you have. You can see at the home page of the EDMCS application. So let me just go back to the first slide and quickly do the practical. Okay, so working with views. So let me open my EDMCS application. So this is the EDMCS application. You can see that this is the home page, and with the activity you can see that whatever request we have we can access that. But yeah, firstly I show you what a request. So go to the navigator, and in navigator you will see that we have request option. So whatever the changes we made, it comes as a request activity, and you can just see that you can go to any request, and you can see that we have request type, which we have just discussed, that we have interactive and subscription based sort of request we have. You can see that we have subscription also. Okay, so mainly these two types of requests we have. And here we have request ID. If you want to filter it out and see any specific sort of request, we can see that. Suppose I want a particular view for that, from which view I want that. So suppose I want that from custom application only, I will select that, and all the requests from the custom application will appear here. So we only have certain 5 or 10 requests here, request IDs here, and accordingly you can change it. Okay, filter it out. So first we have request ID. For every request we have a request ID, and then we have a title for that. We can also like rename the title. Then we have the view, from which view it is coming. Then we have request type. We have a status and a stage. So that is in draft mode or flight mode, or any sort of is it completed or not, we can see that. Okay, then we have items, whatever items are getting modified or changed, and then we have request issues. If we have any sort of request issue, that will appear here, and the agent days. Okay, then we have the owner or modifier, that who is the owner and who is modified that, and then we have actions also. In the actions we have open, inspect and download to file. So with this we can have a sort of audit trail for that what a requests are there in the application, we can see that. And suppose I am a user who just here what the request, so suppose I'm a approver, so I can see that in particular request that what are the requests are coming to me, and I can like one by one I can work on that. Okay, so that was all about the request. So let's go to the views, and we have one application that is custom application, and for that application we have one view which we have created. So this is the custom application view, and we have 3 viewpoints, but particularly for the sake of learning I will just tell you about the product viewpoint. Okay, that is a custom application dimension, product dimension, which is appearing as the view product viewpoint. And you can see that we have a hierarchy, and this hierarchy we have all products, and we have all chocolate. Okay, what does the company have all the chocolates, it is now coming here. And down we have beverages. Under beverages we have water, pure milk, tea, coffee and sparkling drinks. And then we have sibling to 200, that is 300, and we have a mix products for gifting. So this is another set of like product segment we have, in which we have mixed products for gifting purpose. Okay, so these are the shared or the insert nodes we have, that these are already present in the one hierarchy. Like 102 is already in the 100 in under all chocolates, but we have a segment in which we are like we sell as the product as a gifting option also. So these normal chocolates are now coming in the gifting hierarchy also for the products. And then we have coffee, which is coming from the beverages. So it is like that people are buying for gifting option, that they are selling chocolates as well, and coffee as a complementary item they are just buying for the gifting options. Okay, so this we can provide, but we will see the use case and we will modify it accordingly. So this is one txt file in which I was just showing that working with request, we have negative, and then we have to go to request, and we have 2 types of requests, that interactive and subscription based. And we can also use the request for the load file also, and request for any application modification or change in the metadata. Okay, so let's go in the views. One more thing, let's open my slide. What next we have? Yeah, about request. Okay, so you can see that we have one button, that is new request, and if you want to make any changes we have to click on new request. Okay, so now I can modify the metadata. So if I want to add a top node, I can add any top node from here, and if I want to insert any top node, I can also certainly do that. Okay, and I have one requirement that I want to add this product. So suppose I want to add juices. Okay, so let me just we have already raised one request, and juices will come under beverages. Okay, so I will go to the action button, and I will click on it, and I will click on add child. Okay, and I will simply write 206 to it, the name of the product 206, and description I will give, just copy it down and paste it here. So we have juices, and I will change the request name also. It will add beverage and juices. Okay, and I will submit this. So with this ease I can just simply make the changes in the metadata. And if I want to download this file, I will just click on this three dots, and I will download to file. So this full hierarchy will get downloaded. So you can see that. it is now opening. Okay, so this is the full hierarchy we got here. Okay, and now we have the juices also as 206. So I will just simply copy it down, and I have one more file. Okay, so previously the case was, I will show you the case. So the case was, I have added 204, which was coffee, and I added 205 with the help of action code, and I have also updated a property that is pure milk. Previously it was milk, named as milk. I will show you the screenshot for that also, if I guess I have it. Okay, so I guess here it is. Yeah, I guess it is opening in background, and yeah, it is here. Okay, so you can see that in the particular photo that we have before action code. You can see the file that before action code we have all products. Let me just shrink it a bit. Okay, so we have 202 as the milk. So before action code this was the picture, and I made the certain changes which I was just showing you in the file, that I added the property update, that this is action code, and I use the coffee and sparkling drinks. I just added the two products. Okay, and the third one is just I added here. So with the help of this action code I can also add, I could have also added juices also, but I have not added juices with the help of action code. Okay, so I am not writing add here. Okay, so this was the case previously, and what the changes I got in the, and you can see that the we have a parent, we have to specify the parent for each of every node. So to milk I have changed milk to pure milk, uh, and added these two, further to added the beverages. Okay, 204 as the coffee and 205 as the sparkling drinks. So what result I got in the application finally? So at 202 I got pure milk as the updation. You can see that this is the icon for that, and for the addition we got a plus icon. Okay, I will also show you in the slide. So we have already did that. Yeah, so you can see that we have the icon. So for property update we have this icon, pencil icon, and for addition icon, add icon, we have this plus icon. Okay, so in the particular picture you can clearly see that. Okay, so this was the for the action code. So let's add. Okay, so let's do a practical of it, so you guys like see a practical aspect of that. And let me just go to my file. So we have added juice. Okay, so let me just delete this because these changes are already made. So let me just add 207, 20 add 8, and I will add these two items also with the help of action code. I'll just copy the energy drink, paste it here, then I will just simply copy mocktails and paste it here, and I want to add these in only here within this hierarchy, and I will write add as the action code. Okay, and to show you the action code, let me just see. Hmm. So what sort of action codes you can use? So just showing you that. So you can see that we have standard columns. Standard columns, we have column name and we have alternative column name. We can also use that, and we have the description as well. So in the action code, you can use these sort of actions. You can perform these actions. So we have add, we have, which we have just using, we are just using it. We have delete option also, we have insert also. Okay, and for empty cell it will just take the update action code. Okay, we have property update also, we have rename, we have reorder, we have remove, we have update. Okay, so you can just play along, and you can see, do the hands-on, you can get the idea. So suppose I want to delete T from this hierarchy, so I will just copy the action code from here. Okay, copy from here, and want to delete T, so I will delete T, and that as a, and I want to insert, what I want to insert, I want to insert, wait a second, I will just take in one. Okay, I'm just taking a bottom row for that, and in this row I will again use add function, and I want to add 400, and I will insert, let's add water. Okay, and I will name it as description, give the description as others. Okay, and just copy it down, parent it's 000. So in this manner we can just manipulate the metadata. Let me just save this file, and we will load this file. So how we can load this file? Again I have to click on new request, and okay, so the request has been made, and make changes, let's say product, and okay, if you want to like certainly no validation is coming, so if you want to see any validation, you can see that all item changes, you can see that in here. So we are using the load file from here. Just I will select the click and select option, and you have to select the product.xlxx, and I will open that. Okay, so you can see that we got items to load here, and if I click on load, okay, so 10 rows are skipped and 6 are processed. Let's see that. Okay, so we got the items here. Okay, so what we have added, we have added 207, that was the energy drink. We have added 208, that was the mocktails, and let me just shrink it for you. So you can get an idea. Okay, now you can see that we have raised a request to delete the T, so it is now coming as a delete option, delete icon in this, and then we are adding energy drink, and we have added mocktails also, and yeah, and we have added one more particular node, parent node here, that was 400. So it is now coming in this, and the name was others for that. And we have inserted water here, so you can see the icon for that also. So these are the action codes by which you can simply perform various sort of actions. You can use remove, delete, and any sort of actions you can perform. Okay, so suppose I want that that previously we have added 201 in under this 400, and now I want to remove this. Okay, so I will simply just let me just expand this. Okay, so previously I wrote here insert, I will write remove. Okay, and delete this, and again I will save this. So again make a new request. Okay, again load request items, load from file, select the file, load, and close. So okay, so we are getting that 201 should get removed. Okay, and yeah, 203 is still here because we have with the empty cell. So previously we have just used 203 to delete it, but because it is an empty cell, so now 203 is getting updated, and now the T is coming as an add option. Okay, so let's submit it, and now 201 will get removed, but it will not get removed from the, like, the original node will be still will be present there. It will not get removed from the hierarchy. So now 404 is the child node of the 000, because it is now became the leaf node. It do not have further children, so it is now become the leaf node. And yeah, water is still there. Okay, 201, it is not get removed because we have just used the remove option. If we have used the delete option, it would have, it must have removed from both of the positions, that was from the 200 hierarchy and the 400 hierarchy. Okay, so this was it for the load files, and let's go to the slide and see what many other options we have. Okay, we have drag and drop, and then we have insert here menu, so we will just simply see that. Okay, so I will make a new request, and I will click on this, and we will add like we will insert some sort of nodes here. So in the all products, I will go here. Okay, and suppose I want to add others from the beverages. I want to add let's say I want to add water. I will click OK. So now water is again coming, and again I will click here and insert here, and this time I want to add from the chocolate, all chocolate. Let's add milk chocolates. Okay, so now the milk chocolate is also coming. That is a sign for the icon for the insert option. Let me just and what we can also, okay, let's delete T. So with this delete icon we can simply delete the T. Okay, and we have insert here also. We have like add child, add sibling. We can do anything whatever you want. Okay, so let me just submit this, and you can see the properties which are showing here. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, let me just done it. Okay, so we have inserted two like milk chocolates and water in this, and it is now coming in the alphabetical order. Okay, let me go to inspect, and we have general tab, we have definition tab, and let's click on edit. And with this option that we have, what actions we can perform, so we can perform add actions, we can perform insert action, we can perform remove, we can perform move option, we can also perform delete option. Okay, currently reorder is gray outed. Okay, and then we have editable properties. So what properties you want to add, so like predefinedly parent is not a editable property, it will only derive from whatever the position it have. Okay, according to the hierarchy, it takes the position for the parent, and for description and name we can just simply edit it. But if we want to like we don't want to name to be added to get edited, so we can just simply disable it, but I'm not unchecking it. So let me just save it, and yeah, so these options we have. Then we have properties, so go to edit, and if you want to change the name of the property, like if you want to change the name to any other particular name, or description, we want to change the label of it, we can do that. Okay, and if you want to like add that as a column, if you want to show the parent in the column of the particular hierarchy, that we can also do. We have a location tab also, that will appear in the location option, and we have actions also. So if you want to like move up, first and down, we can also do that. Okay, then we have subscriptions. So with subscription, as I told you, we have three options, like two options that we can auto submit it, or we can have non auto submit option also. So in the non auto submit, you will get a notification for every request, what are the modification or changes you are making. Okay, and then we have data chain. So in data chain, you can see that we have node types, and okay, we have node types, and further we have hierarchy sets. You can see that we have node sets. So for every viewpoint, it is like linked to node types, hierarchy sets, and node sets. Okay, so suppose I want to give a node type converter in the product node type. So I will go to node type and go to converters, and here simply I will add the source application viewpoint or the node type. So I can easily drag and drop. So okay, so country demo I will select. Okay, I will save it. So how we can simply drag and drop the nodes. So it is now modified, so it will take a refresh, and this is the country which we have just added. Let me just click on side by side view, and you will get an idea how we can perform the nodes. So don't relate to the country, because yeah, so suppose I want that I want to add a particular product, that the product in a particular product, if we want that, we want to add any country in it, though it is not like correct case. But suppose if you want to add any sort of continent or country under the all chocolates. Okay, so how we can do that? So suppose we have Europe, and in Europe we have Eastern Europe, then we have Hungary, Poland. Okay, so we want that for every product, parent product, that is all chocolate or beverages, we want that any country should come in here. Okay, so because we have defined node type converter in the target application, so product is the target application for us now, and country is the source application, and we have also defined the node type converter. So now we will simply make a new request, and suppose I want Hungary or Poland to come in this all chocolate. So I will just simply select Hungary here and drop in the parent, and it will become a child of 100. So now Hungary is coming. Okay, and suppose I want to like drag and drop a particular hierarchy. Suppose I want all Western Europe to come in the beverages. Okay, so I simply just 1 second, I will just click here. Okay, I guess we can add nodes only because we have certain limitations here. We have not provided the particular setting for that, and yeah, France is now coming. And if I want to add North America, we can also do that. Just okay, so we have given us a sort of validation here that parent cannot come here, but yeah, leave nodes can go there. That is already there any limitation in the country, so that is why. Okay, so we have added France and we have added Hungary. Let's submit it. Okay, and suppose I want to send products in the country, so I will just inspect the country and I will give the node type converter in the country also. So I will open country and go to converters. I will add product here. Product is here. Click on save and close. So again it will take a refresh. Okay, so now country is the target application and product is the source application. Okay, so we have set it correctly, set that correctly, and let's make a new request. And first I will simply delete these countries from here. Okay, I'm deleting here, and okay, let me delete France also. And now in our second case, suppose we want to add particular products in particular country or in particular continent. So how we can do that? So suppose I want all chocolates should let me just submit it first, then we will again raise a request. So we want that all products of chocolates will go to Asia. So we have already defined the node type converter and we are raising a request. So let me select all chocolate and I will simply drag and drop to Asia. 1 second, let me just go to inspect and check. I guess these are the node types which are not defined, that is why we are not able to edit that. Okay, parent property is not editable because we have given a specific child and parent relationship. So I guess that is why we cannot do that in specific. Let's add a top node. Okay, let me just try one, give it a hit and try. And department. We have cost centers. Okay, let me try to give the node type converter in this. because in the country we have already defined the, what we say, the parent-child relationship, so that is why we cannot do that. I don't know why it is stuck in. Okay, we have to define the source application, so we have to select product here. Yeah, product is now here. Click OK and save, close it, and let's try that we can move all chocolate in the target application. So make any request. Cost product is the source, so click on side by side view. Cost center is the target. So Canada, let's open Canada. Okay, I guess now we can move it. Yeah, so I want all chocolates product should come, and especially the all chocolates, the parent also, full hierarchy should come in the Canada, so that chocolates are now being sold in Canada. Okay, all chocolates, because so we are just taking full hierarchy, and I want that node and children should come, or node and descendants, that we can also select that. So simply I will select node and children. So all the node, the particular node that is 100 is now coming in Canada. So with that we means that all the Canada is now selling, all chocolates are now selling in Canada. But in US, suppose we have USA also, so in US we are not able to sell all of the chocolates, we are just able to sell only, so this is a simply an example I'm just giving, that only normal chocolates are being sold in the USA, not the dark chocolate or the milk chocolates. Okay, so with this, with the help of this drag and drop, I can simply, and you can see that we have an insert option is now showing here. Okay, for the 100 also. So let me just submit that. Okay, so we are done. So our request is successfully submitted. Okay, what else we have? So we have just did the remove option, deleting a node, making a change with the help of we have used the request file to all the action codes we have performed. We have loaded the example also, and yeah, one option is that attaching a file to request, and so we can do that. We simply make any request, and yeah, with the all attachment you can simply upload any file, any sort of file. Okay, any file I can upload. Suppose I want to add this file, I will open it, and if any person want to see that file, from which file we are getting the changes, so we can show him that. Okay, you can see that. And one more thing is that I will go to request. Okay, and we have used the first like action we have performed, that was add juices. Okay, we have added juices, so let me just see. Yeah, add beverage juices. So under this we can also see the attachment file. So under attachments, let me just okay, juices we have added manually. For making product changes, I guess we have used the attachments. Yeah, so from here we can also get the attachment file. Okay, and we can also download that. So it is now downloaded, and you can see the particular file here. Okay, so this was the file we just used, and you can see the message that the row process, no updation was required, and in these rows the updation was done, so no error, no message was, like no messages appearing here. And you can see the status also, that success or skipped, and whatever the changes are made, you can see in the status. Okay, then we have summary. So in summary you can see that we have ID, we have title, we have full the view, we have request type, we have status, we have stage, that is closed or not, we have owner, creator or modifier, then we have details, and one more thing, we have items and whatever things are there. We have details that what items are deleted, added or removed or inserted, and we have comment option, that we can see that if any comment is provided. We have workflow also, that if we have any approver or committer, that we can also see that. Okay, we have history, we have lineage, that we can see the ancestry, that what is the ancestry for that. Okay, then we have the audit also. So in audit option you can see that, okay, you can check the trail of that, and this was all for the request activities. Okay, then we have submitting a request, which we have already done. We have validate. So yeah, validate, you can also do it by your own, that simply validate, and if any errors occur, you can resolve that and you can submit that. Then we have a working request validation issue. So that was all about the, you're just correcting the validation issues. Okay, and you can download a file, which we have already done. We have inspect option, and inspect will automatically like throw you to here. Then we have assessing a request. So I will just show you that whatever requests are present in the home page, you can access that. So we have 8 requests right now, so you can simply click on that and you will get back to the request activity. Okay, so thank you for the particular video, and I guess that's all for now, and thank you for watching our session. And if you want more topics like this, and if you want to like continue the series, you can stay tuned to BISP Solutions. And if you have any doubts or query, you can visit bispsolution.com and you can contact us. So thank you, and see you next time.